What's up, chummers? My name is Splattercat. We are here at the Nerd Castle, continuing the combat that we had left off in the previous episode. We had some gangbangers that are trying to keep us from getting to our final destination, and so we shall send them to their final destination. That is what must happen. Something, dark side. But anyways, before I get off on an Emperor Palpatine bust here, let's have a look at our teammates. And actually, we need to see what enemies are up against us too. Are they surrounding us as well? Okay, so they're surrounding us too. We have a mage over there. We have Iger. And I do think Iger is going to be pretty useful to us in this situation because this is a very long-range combat. And so if we could put some snipey bits downrange. Yeah, buddy. That's how you do it right there. Iger was just like, yeah. If I had fired that shot, like it's in turn-based mode, but if this had been an action game and you had shot that right there, you would almost have been required to walk away in slow motion as it exploded behind you. And then Edward Norton would also like swing through on like a Tarzan rope and be like, yeah! And it, don't ask questions, it just is. That's what would have to happen. But let's fire again at this auto turret. We didn't kill it, unfortunately. I was hoping we would kill that auto turret. However, all these ganger mages are looking quite the bit more battered and beaten. So I'm going to use 1 AP to get myself into full cover so that I can dodge any fire that comes on down the line. And I'm going to try and kill off that turret. And did I even have the right weapon equipped right there? I don't even know if I had the right weapon equipped. This could get ugly for me. I'm going to have her use... She could technically... Well, let's get her into cover first. And then Blitz. Well, Blitz... I would like you to be in full cover too, although we might eat a grenade right here, which would be very, very unfortunate. Unless we kill the guy that might throw the grenade. Ha-ha! And so if you're ever surrounded tactically, you always want to make sure that you push in one direction. That's pretty much what the military does. That's about what anybody should do. If you're surrounded, you rally all your forces, you go in one direction to try and make a hole for yourself, turn around, regroup, and then fight your way back and basically hold position as they attack you. God, we're getting grilled on. It's okay though, we were getting grilled on, but unfortunately I hope it's grilled cheese, by the way. I love grilled cheese. If anything has to be cooked on top of me, I would prefer that it be grilled cheese, just so I could be like, grilled cheese and be all excited. It says it does 10 damage, so that must be the right one. It threw me off with the little 1 right there, but that's just its AP usage. I need to throw around some heals on this turn, so let's do 15 right there. Iger isn't being run up on just yet, but I think... having Iger fall back to some sort of cover might be a good plan. With 1 AP, we can get to the corner right there. Can I do anything else to this guy? No, I can just blast him. Well, do it. Mossberg, son. That's what happens. Get wrecked. Now then, we've got this auto turret over here. I'm gonna see... Let's see what Blitz does first, since his abilities are sort of like our throwaway guy. And there it is. That's what I was hoping might happen. Fire some random shots over there, which leaves us with 3 tow. Well, I believe we're just going to throw some acid out there, and if we hit him, we hit him. If we don't, how come I only had 1 AP right there? That was weird. Did I move? No, I healed. Okay. And so with her, what I want to do now is we'll get on in here with the Razor Claws and wreck this guy up Wolverine style. And there it is. She ran up on him, tackled him, just like shing, just like the sound made. A shing! Like Wolverine's super awesome claws when he pulls them out, they're all shing, and he's like, what are you doing, bub? That's my nerd voice. I've been trying to think of ways to like incorporate that more into the channel, as in like characters or whatever, like little small goofy video log skit things, but I don't know. I'm not much of an actor, so it may never happen. Wow, they're just running up us. They're running up on us super hard right there. If I can stop stammering and come up with the sentence that I want to say. Please don't blow me up. Okay, so aim accuracy, you gave me a buff, which is kind of an odd choice, but that's cool. That's cool. We're trapped behind a car, and you can buff me. I don't mind. That guy is the coolest. Yeah, that smuggler right there, he is my favorite orc that we have ever teamed up with. Why? Red headband. That's the secret right there. In life, that is the secret. Ryu had it figured out. Or Ryu, if you prefer to say it that way. I come from... suburbia, so I suppose I would just call it Ryu, because that's what everybody else around me called it, but you do have your perfectionists out there who's like, oh, Ryu is the greatest. I was more of a Ken Masters fan, personally. I always thought Ken was kind of the most legit of the legit. Let's see if we can't finish this guy off. So there's 14 damage right there from the Mossberg. And with a crit, we managed to finish him off, so amazing. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. On this side, let's throw out some acid. Yeah, acid? Let's throw out some acid. I'm eager to test out my new toys. And so now they're taking 4 damage per turn as well. I'm going to have her run up on and scratch the hell out of this guy too. Scratches. Ah! Like, ow, that is mildly inconvenient. And then from here, he can't take a shot, so I'm going to hope that by stepping up to here... Please don't miss. Blast that fool, because we're all out of cover. And then this guy up here only has his pet remaining. Ooh, and we lost one of our smuggle buddies. It's kind of like a cuddle buddy, but it's a smuggle buddy. A little bit different. The functions are different, but it's still got the buddy moniker strapped on into it. Over here, let's get everybody into cover. And I don't see anywhere else that I can... Oh, there's a spirit over there. Well, damn, that's what I was looking for. I was hoping I could find a spirit here pretty shortly. I'm going to have everybody else act first. What do you have? You have Cavalier frag grenades, and we got a phosphorus grenade. I don't think I'm going to use either. Instead, I'm going to move her around to this backside of cover so that she doesn't get flanked. We'll just fire on the Typhoon one time. As for Blitz, he can get full cover from right there, so I'm inclined to take it. How many of these guys are there? There's a Ganger Conjurer. Oh, that guy, I thought he was on my side. Well, damn. Hopefully the smugglers on our team managed to do a little bit better than I did there. I wasn't really paying attention very well. What other attacks did I have? I had Eviscerate. Eviscerate, which twists the razor a bit for more internal damage. It's stacking bleed damage, though. Oh, no. I suppose that works. It's better than moving on out into the open. That thing's going to break away pretty soon. He's been holding that thing for like 5 turns now. There's just simply no way that thing's not going to run amok any second. Taking a look at my spell book, we should have a bit of our healing up. Instead, though... Oh, I have nobody in my line of sight. Well, damn, what am I going to do there? I guess I can't cast haste on anybody. And so, it comes to this. I read a comic one time where they said that anytime you're confused as to what you should say, you should stop and dramatically just go, and so it comes to this, because it's applicable in literally any situation. There is no situation in which you cannot say that. I guess I could fire around. No, that's not going to get everybody. Let's start with everybody else first. I accidentally ran her over there clicking through my own ability. Blitz is at point blank, so we'll have him fire off a round and then reload himself. As for Three Toe, there's not a whole lot of cover to go around right here, so maybe move him into right there so he can get a better shot off next turn. With Glory, I guess we'll run her on in and we'll tank. She managed to miss right there, which is bad. It's pretty bad. I mean, of all the things that are bad, that's pretty bad. We'll have her fire both shots in the hopes that maybe she'll hit something. 5 damage right there, but it was weak. God, it always seems like when I summon something, it dies after like 1 turn. It just gives up on me. Anytime the AI summons something, it lasts forever. Ooh, grenades off. I'll take it. So now we want to get that mana ball out. I think the Conjurer we're concerned about is right there. So instead I'm going to run up on him, actually, because we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by taking him out. There we go. So 2 rather dangerous enemies are now off the field of combat. That guy's about to be machine gunned in his dome face. So there it goes. We got ourselves 3 free karma. Maxim wipes his face with a handkerchief. The cloth comes away wet and blood-streaked sweat. Well, that was unpleasant. All a part of the job, though, eh? You said it. I gotta admit, Three Toe, this attack has made me nervous. We're running late, we're low on ammo, and there's no time to call for reinforcements. Whatever way you slice it, we won't be going into this meet at our best. When we roll up on the meeting site, be ready. We may need the element of surprise if negotiations go south. Agreed, that ambush was a little more convenient. He nods. Couldn't have said it better myself. I don't know what I want to spend the karma on. I think I'm going to focus on quickness from here on out so that I can cast faster. The courtyard of the Humanist compound is strangely quiet. The only activity that you notice is the clatter of the mechanized gates as they rumble shut behind the vans. The bulldogs roll to a stop and you step out alongside Maxim and the rest of the smugglers. There are crates here, a lot of them, all scattered in various stages of disorganization. It looks as though your delivery is just one of many that this branch of Humanus has received. The smugglers unload the cargo from their vans with practiced efficiency. The whole operation feels polished and professional, but you can tell that Maxim is nervous. You see it in his eyes. The smugglers finish unloading before the last of the crates and then take up positions around the van. Minutes pass and nobody comes to meet you. No welcoming party. Maxim shakes his head. Not a good sign. It's almost as if they didn't expect us to make it here. He nods. My thoughts exactly. That puts us in a bad spot, Three-Toe. I'm not sure what our next step is. Well, your next step is to sit out here. Mine is to go inside. I've got a job to do. His eyes widen. You're not hired muscle at all, are you? You're a Shadowrunner. Oh, you're here on a job. That's right, and there's no reason why I can't help you out while I'm doing it. You're serious, aren't you? You're actually going in there. He takes a step back. Well, be my guest, but I won't be in your way. When you make it back, and if you make it back, we'll be out here waiting for you. There's a warning label plastered on the side of the container. Judging by the amount of small print on the label, whatever's being stored in here is extremely bad news. Take a closer look. Warning! Highly dangerous chemical agent. Do not take internally. Avoid contact with skin, eyes, mouth, and clothing. Increases aggression and reduces impulse control when inhaled. Avoid breathing fumes or vapor. Important, do not proceed unless material safety data sheet has been read and understood. Awesome. I have to entertain myself every now and again. I just gotta go ahead and scrub my own entertainment. Do we have low health right now? We are, so we're still wounded. I was hoping that in between scenes it would heal us. So since we're wounded, what I'd like to do now is we're going to activate health kits on ourselves. Just the little ones, the little health kits that we're probably not going to use anyways. Iger. What else do we have on board? So I've got a little health kit. I think I'll probably activate that on Iger and we'll just call it a day for her. That didn't do nearly as much as I had wanted it to. Does anybody else have anything with them? Is anybody else strapped here? A little kit on Glory. So we'll activate another little kit on Iger, because the big ones tend to be the ones that you use in combat anyways. Her biotech skill's pretty high too. I always keep forgetting that she's a combat medic. Like she's so kitted out for combat that I forget that she's a medic all the time. She just looks like she's made for face wrecking. Yes, let us transition. Let us make the transition together. You and I dance the dance of transitioning, Nerdcastle. Here we go. I'm dancing. Got my feet going. 2-step. Off at the V-step. Now walk it out. There we go. All right, we're done. The Humanus compound smells like a locker room. It doesn't look much better. Calling the building run down would be an understatement. Paint is peeling off the cheap Duraplast walls, and the tiles on the floor are mired with decades worth of grime. It's an old, ugly place, perfectly suited to the old, ugly ideology being practiced here. You enter the compound. The information that Samuel Beckenbauer sent you here to find lies somewhere ahead. Oh, that's who he was. He's the guy that gave us the job. Pfft, I can't even remember my employers anymore. What are we going to do there? I thought it was the guy standing off to his right that gave the job, though. Oh, that's not good. You hear the familiar clicking sound of an audio connection being established with your comlink. A few seconds later, a soothing voice begins speaking into your ear. Three-Toe, we've received reports that you may be headed into the Humanus compound. It is vital that their current leader remain unharmed. Other Humanus personnel are of little consequence. You may do with them what you will, but Vocal Stall is ours. Do not disappoint us. The connection cuts out. The voice in your ear is gone. God, so things have gotten more complicated. So he has to survive. He must be like an inside agent. Oh, damn, there's a security camera. So let's get our Decker on the job first. I don't know what that's pointing at or how it's going to initiate combat or something, but I know I don't want to walk in front of it, so we're going to avoid that. Bunch of kit here to be had. There's a large red 1 painted on this footlocker. A numeric keypad awaits your input. I don't know. I don't know. We'll take a look at these. Are they all locked? Let's have a look. Yeah, it appears as though they're all going to be locked. So we'll figure that out a little bit later. I'm assuming we're going to be whacking people left and right as we go through this place and finding little notes and things. Bunch of dudes ran off to the left here, which is terrifying, because I don't like it when people are skittering. Do not skitter around me. If you skitter around me, it makes me feel very, very defensive. I don't know why that security camera hasn't tripped yet, but it hasn't, so I'm not going to ask too many questions about it. If a good thing happens, then you let a good thing happen. The console consists of a text entry field in the virtual keypad. Written along the top of the screen in an imposing font is the word Armory. I guess there's not a way for us to hack it yet. The kitchen over here. A mess hall. Okay. So we got a couple things to look at. There's a handwritten note sitting on the table. Alright, Capel, you come highly recommended. Anyone who did what you did to those elves that attacked you will go far around here. You can hit the kitchen anytime, but otherwise stay close unless otherwise told. Your locker code is 2619, locker number 3, Owen. Alright, well, let's go check that out. And I keep hitting the wrong thing. What was it again? 2619, okay. If you really, really, really want to see my ability to read get bad, include numbers. Because then they start flipping around on me left and right. And I think this is probably going to be it right here. The locker opens with a click. There's a note inside. Recruit Capel, your enthusiasm at the rally was more than commendable. Those Trog bastards got what's coming to him. Volker wants to see you right away. His personal code is Pride. Share this with no one. Okay, and so we've got another door key here that we can be able to use. We'll keep that in our back pocket with all of our secret goodie bits. I can't fit a lot of goodie bits in my back pocket. My back pockets are a little bit small, but they can manage if you've got like a phone and maybe like 1 or 2 goodie bits. But beyond that, you can't have too many goodie bits in your back pocket. It's just not fair in life to other people. Some people have like back pockets, or they supplement. So for example, if you've ever seen, let's see here. Wow. Nothing remaining, and we're gonna get jumped coming through this door, I know it. So there's an auto turret right there that hasn't been activated. There's a security camera, so I bet that's probably gonna be what activates it. We don't have a drone right now, so we can't send it through the vent to do anything for us. I would prefer to keep myself from being filled with bullets. Lead seems to be very, very bad for the health. The Humanist Polyclub logo fills the majority of the screen on this terminal. A welcome message written in a cartoonishly aggressive font appears below. Please log in to begin. Let's have a Decker hack it. You gain access to a list of Humanist safe houses worth some new yen in the right hands. Nice. The Humanist Polyclub, Humanist Forever. Please log in to begin. Hack it. A list of the newest batch of Humanist recruits rolls onto the screen. Alright, here's the latest group of recruits. Some of them are already showing signs of compromise. Recruit 1, Ann Klein. Recruit 2, Egon Kappel. Recruit 3, Alexander Farber. Recruit 4, Friedrich Bauer. Recruit 5 is going to be Shin Yamada. And Recruit 6, Gernot Schumacher. Make sure that they get assigned to their bunks in alphabetical order, this time Syed. I kept losing track of who was who in the last batch. As always, I am changing the code for my office. The new code is Pride, Volker Stahl. You download a file containing the recruit's numeric passcodes along with the door code to your PDA. This looks like it's going to be a treasure trove. And we're going to have him hack that one as well. After a few minutes of sifting through account sheets, you find what you're looking for, a complete donor list for the Berlin chapter of Humanus. You download the list to your PDA. There are quite a few well-known names on here, including a billionaire philanthropist and a children's Tridio show host. God, you never know. The file cabinet is crammed full of Humanist propaganda. Read the first pamphlet. Human, you work hard, you play fair, and still you can't get ahead. But have you ever wondered why? The answer is simple. The elf is using the orc and the troll as muscle against you. Think about it. When you turn on their Tridio after a hard day's work, who do you see? The pampered elf basking in the lap of luxury, squandering the money that you could be using to feed your children. When you walk through the dark alley on your way home from the market, who do you fear? The mongrel orc and the savage troll, lying in wait to rob you of your hard-earned gains. The elf, the orc, the troll, all are parasites leeching away at our prosperity and happiness. It's time to wake up and do something about it. So what are you gonna do, human? Support the Humanist Polyclub. Together we will show pride in what we are and defend ourselves from the jackals at our door. Humanist forever. Human, they say that you can't get a job because of the economy, but you know the real reason. Metahumans. The elf with his pretty boy looks takes the high-paid corporate desk job, rises to the top, and blocks the top positions forever, never aging and never retiring. The orc is willing to work for table scraps, driving the cost of labor down and depriving you of decent wages. The troll takes all the manual labor jobs, and that's right, not even the sweat of your own brow can earn you a living these days. Join Humanus to turn the tide on economic repression. Humanus forever. Read the third pamphlet. Humanin, ever wonder why dwarf shops are all family run? Free labor, and whose businesses suffer? You guessed it, we, the humans, wind up paying in reduced sales and lost wages. Every day another dwarf-run store opens, and every time that happens, more dwarves flock to our neighborhoods, driving good, honest human businesses out. They say it's for community, they say it's for protection, but why can't they keep to their own neighborhoods? What exactly are they hiding? Stand up for your people, stand up for what's right, join Humanus Poly Club, Humanus forever. Well, they seem like lovely human beings. They seem like the kind of guys that are great to have around. Note the sarcasm in my voice. Next thing you know, you'd have 8 people down on the cobbles like, Splattercat's a racist! He's a racist! Oh my god! Because there are those reactionary people. They exist. Believe you me, they exist. And I will get emails. I will get emails. Sarcasm is even, I always thought it was just sarcasm in text, but people don't seem to be very good at sarcasm and like the spoken word either a lot of the time. So I've got to be very, very careful as I go through my online life with you fine people. It said it gave me a list of the locks for all these, so let's see what we've got here. Let's see. Recruit Killian. It's going to be 4176. Damn it, I keep clicking the wrong thing. I think there's an X up there and then there's not. It was what? 4176? I've forgotten now in my frustration. Take me back to the right menu. 4176. Good. 4176. Did I do this wrong? So locker 3 is Capel. I thought they were in alphabetical order. Oh, they are. So this is going to be Bauer. So 3706. There we go. The locker opens with a click. We got some nitro. And so the next one down the list should be... Bauer is before... Let's see here. There's a Y. There's an S. And I think we did Capel was number 3. So it's got to be Klein. Oh, and I accidentally closed my menu. Klein's 4176. What? Hold on here. So we had Bauer, and they said it was alphabetical, unless somebody screwed up. I thought we already did Capel, though, and that was locker 3. That means I've missed somebody. Who have I missed? Oh, Farber. That's who I've missed. 1409. God. Terrible. Inside you find a note. Alexander, you have seemed less than enthusiastic in our education sessions. Please understand that we're not a shelter. We are a factory. A factory that refines the dross of society. People like you into strong, pure warriors for humanity. In the future, see to it that you're on time and well rested. If you drop the ball again, we're going to have a little talk about your future in this organization. Volker Stahl. So now that we're past the K's, Capel, Cower, we've got Schumacher and Yamada. And who's the last one, though? Hold on, do we have the right number here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we had Bauer, Capel. I'm sorry, we had Bauer, Farber, Klein. I'm sorry, Capel, Klein. Okay. So Klein's going to be over here, and I keep doing the wrong thing. Klein is going to be 4176. The locker opens with a click. Strewn in among the pile of dirty clothes, you find a cred stick for 284 new yen. Hooray. The next one is going to be Schumacher. 1106. Friedrich, I'm pleased with how well you're doing. To show my growing trust in you, I'm giving you a new assignment in addition to your trainee duties. Beginning tomorrow, I would like you to tidy the armory. The access code is Purity. See that you don't forget it. Tomorrow evening, I will expect to see a full inventory of the weapons in our arsenal by nightfall. With it, you will deliver me a requisition order for the weapon of your choosing. Your pick, my boy, and I leave it up to you. Congratulations, Friedrich. This honor is well deserved. Volker Stahl. And then the last one will be Yamada. I'm sorry, yeah, Yamada 2114. No, damn it. There we go. The locker opens with a click, but is empty. Well, let's check out the locker. I think we've got like a minute left in this episode, so I'm going to go to the armory first so that nothing crazy happens. And then once we get to the armory, we'll call it quits. And I don't know if this is going to be cap sensitive either. And there it is. Security camera and a turret. I feel like I'm about to set off an alarm when I do this. The turret is powered down. If we had drone control 4, we could power up the turret and set it to attack our enemies. Unfortunately, we can't do it. Let's check everything else out, though. There's an Ares Predator with a smart link. We'll send it to the stash. There's a Mossberg CMDT, which is exactly the gun that we were trying to buy. And so I'm going to... What would you like to do with this? Oh, we can't use it because the specs were too high. I forgot about this. So let's send it to the stash. There's an advanced med kit. We will send that to the stash as well. There's a Bumona Gold trauma kit, which is actually really good. So we'll have it... We'll confirm the swap right there, and it'll send the other one to our... I think it'll send the other one to our storage unit. The Renraku flashbang grenade, we'll send that to our stash as well. Lots of stuff here. A frag grenade, we'll send that. God, they have a lot of grenades. So basically any type of grenade you could ever want. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Shadowrun. That is a completely different game. Yeah, baby. But anyway, Shadowrun Dragonfall. My name is Splattercat. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here in Berlin with me. I'll see you guys next time. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.